Fortnite is backed by tremendous support from their developers, Epic Games, on a weekly basis. They're constantly improving the game and throwing in some limited time modes for the community to enjoy. That being said, there are some custom Fortnite game modes that need to be added to the game. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with TheGamer and ring that bell to become a part of our notification squad so you never miss a video. Without further ado, here are some custom game modes Fortnite needs to make official. Death Run. Hearing the words death run makes you think of someone running away from their death. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. In Fortnite, whether you're playing alone or with friends, there are times where you'll definitely be doing your best to run away from your death. You run for a few seconds and build behind you, rinse, and repeat. This whole concept of outsmarting your opponent and avoiding death was turned into a custom game mode by YouTuber NoahJ456 in Fortnite's Playground limited time mode. To play this game mode, you need to be at least a duo, but it's the most fun as a full squad of 4 players. Essentially, Death Run requires you to enter the Playground LTM as a full squad and designate 3 players as runners and 1 as a sniper. The runners try to get through the course without getting sniped. The course won't be completely open, so they'll have plenty of cover to hide behind and plan their next move. The runners can't have any weapons on them to fire at the sniper and could only have full health and half a shield. The sniper, on the other hand, is equipped with a bolt-action sniper and has to do their best to take out all the runners before they complete the course. If any of the runners reach the end of the course, the runners win. And if the sniper takes out all the runners before they reach the end of the course, the sniper wins. It sounds simple enough, but it's the construction phase of Death Run that's the most tedious. The best way to build the course is through multiple levels. Whether the runners start on the top or the bottom doesn't really matter as long as the levels get progressively harder as they go. Design stairs or place bounce pads so the runners can easily make their way to the next level. The runners need to have a good amount of cover, but it shouldn't be so much cover that the sniper won't get a clear shot. After the construction is done, you have to designate the roles and the rotation of the roles. Decide who will be the sniper and in what order so no one argues over being the sniper and rage quits. Trust us, it's happened before. Once roles are designated, it's time to make your own personal rules. As we said earlier, the runners typically don't have weapons, but have full health and half a shield. Still, it's up to your team to decide if this is what you want to do. If you want to put the sniper on hard mode, give the runners full health and full shield so only a headshot can put them down in one hit. No matter what your rules are, you're gonna have a hell of a time playing Death Run. Dropper. If you've ever played Minecraft, then you've heard of the Dropper game mode. It's one of the most popular game modes in the game. It's really simple and a load of fun. Essentially, in Dropper, you are dropped, no pun intended, into a pit where you're falling at high speeds. While you're falling through the air, you have to strafe to avoid blocks until you reach the bottom safely. It sounds easy, but we assure you, it's not. Back in our Minecraft days, we really struggled to complete one Dropper level. It was kinda sad, but hey, we only talk about video games. We never said we were good at them. YouTuber Lachlan really enjoyed the game mode on Minecraft, so he decided to adapt it to the world of Fortnite. Along with 3 of his friends, Lachlan created a 200-meter structure, just like the ones in Minecraft, full of little creases to try and fit through. If you made your way through the entire 200-meter structure, there's a bounce pad at the bottom to keep you safe and sound. At the top were small wooden ramps that looked like diving boards for the players to jump off of. It took Lachlan and his buddies nearly 40 minutes to create the structure, leaving them with only around 20 minutes to try and make their way to the bottom. But man, was it an entertaining 20 minutes. The mid-air movement in Fortnite is much more difficult to control than in Minecraft, so it took the players around 10 minutes to master the mid-air controls. Lachlan and friends were slowly getting better over time until Alex Acid was the first and only player out of the 4 to successfully complete the level. Throughout the custom game mode, we saw players do a glider run if they were struggling so they can slowly go through the levels and scout out the best course of action. Glider runs are great to find the biggest gaps, which are important because the bigger the gap, the better chance you have of making it through that floor level. It's also important to drop down one at a time because grouping up might make you bump into someone else, throwing off both of your drops. Lachlan's squad didn't mess around with the 200-meter structure. It was difficult enough that only the best could complete it, but not easy enough for anyone to complete it. We don't recommend making a structure higher than 200 meters, but if you do, just make sure the gaps are bigger than the ones Lachlan and his friends created. You gain speed as you fall down, so just keep that in mind when designing your own Dropper custom game mode. Wipeout or American Ninja Warrior? If you've ever watched the show Wipeout or American Ninja Warrior, then you know exactly what this Fortnite custom game mode is like. You're gonna have to run through an obstacle course and avoid falling into the water at all costs. Mastering these game shows requires skill, precision, and luck. We also love to see contestants get absolutely demolished by some of the moving obstacles in Wipeout, something you don't see in American Ninja Warrior. Of course, it didn't take long for YouTuber Vicstar123 and his squad to create their own version of Wipeout and American Ninja Warrior in Fortnite. The premise is the same. Try to reach the goal as fast as you can, and there will be plenty of obstacles the players need to overcome along the way. Some will be simple, while others will be much more difficult, requiring some quick thinking. This means you need to execute everything smoothly, so you don't need to go back and possibly start that section of the course all over again. To make things go as smoothly as possible, have each member of your 4-player squad design their own section of the course. Once it's done, each player should have a run through the course just to make sure it's possible to complete. Once the course is good to go, it's time to set the rules. Vicstar's rules were pretty simple. You have to get through an entire section cleanly, or else you have to restart that section. If you get through one section, you won't have to redo it again and now solely have to worry about the next one. If you mess up on a section, the ramp you have to restart on should be easy to locate. So building stairs of a different material towards it is a smart thing to do to make it stand out. There's two ways the custom game mode could be played. You could go one by one and time each run, with the winner being the player who completes the course the quickest. Or, if you want to see absolute carnage, your whole squad could try to complete the course at the same time as a race, with first place winning some much needed bragging rights. The opportunities are endless, and we really want to see a custom parkour game mode like this one officially in Fortnite. Death Race. When you think of Death Race, you probably think of that 2008 action thriller directed by Paul W.S. Anderson starring Jason Statham. It was the movie where his character goes to prison and can only escape by winning the death race. Oh, you don't remember it? Yeah, you're right. That movie got really poor reviews, so we all just kind of forgot it even existed. As bad as it was, it did give us flashbacks to our childhood by reminding us of the infamous vehicular combat franchise Twisted Metal. You know, the game where you're in a demolition derby and in control of a car that's armed to the teeth with all kinds of weapons. These games were really fun to play on the PlayStation, but there hasn't really been anything else quite like it. Until now. YouTuber Muselk came up with his own death race that's even more entertaining than the movie, which isn't hard at all. What's interesting about this custom game mode is that you don't need to dive into the playground to create it. It's actually not possible to really enjoy it with only 4 players. You need 2 full squads in a game of 50v50 to pull this off. Also, since it is a race after all, you need to have a route to follow. Muselk and his friends just follow the main road in the Fortnite map, but you could follow whatever route you want. Once you have a plan, it's time to execute it. Jump into a game of 50v50 and land at the course just north of Paradise Palms. There's usually 2 ATKs there, so you could just pick them up and split your squad into each ATK. Then you have to follow the route. Try to pick up 2 teammates in each ATK and hope that they have some good weapons. Once you have a full squad in each ATK, the race is on. You could drive right into the battle and let the carnage ensue. Those with grenade launchers and miniguns could stand on the back, while the player in the passenger seat could use an AR or any other weapon that has good accuracy. The players in the back could blow up structures, while the one in the passenger seat can take out the players occupying them. But let's not forget about the goal of all this. To win the death race, you have to make it to the end of the route first. The goal of the players on the ATK is to take out anyone who tries to kill the driver or destroy the ATK. In the end, like always, teamwork is key. Your enemies will have no idea what hit them, and you'll have the time of your life in the process. Hide and seek. If you've never heard of hide and seek, then you must be living under a rock, or you're from some foreign country where this famous children's game isn't played for some reason. It's pretty much every young kid's favorite game. It could be played with 2 or more players and involves hiding and seeking, just in case you didn't already know. The seeker usually counts to 10 or 20 before shouting "ready or not, here I come," and searching for the hiders. Seeing as everyone knows about this game and the rules of the game, it's only right that Fortnite players in Playground mode started making their own versions of hide and seek. It is a popular Playground game after all, so it's all come full circle. YouTuber Lachlan, who we've already mentioned in this video, absolutely loves playing Fortnite custom game modes. With 3 friends, he came up with the idea for Hide and Seek Fortnite Edition. It could take place in any Fortnite location as long as there's plenty of cover. They used rock, paper, scissors to decide who was the seeker. The seeker then had to get into the clock tower and close the door for 30 seconds before he could leave and find the 3 hiders. During these 30 seconds, the hiders can gather materials, build whatever they want, and hide. Of course, they'll also be able to move once the game begins and aren't forced to stay in one spot for the entirety of the game. There's not much strategy for the Seeker, but with all the building opportunities, the hiders could make life really difficult for the Seeker. In one of the games, Lachlan and the two other hiders started building roofs all over tilted towers to make the Seeker's job an absolute nightmare. That being said, if the Seeker is having a lot of difficulty finding players, you could use an emote or fire a weapon to make noise as a hint. If you've been caught, the Seeker has to eliminate you so everyone playing can see that someone's been caught. Obviously, the hiders themselves can't attack the Seeker, and the last hider found is the winner of the game. It's honestly like Fortnite was designed for this custom game mode. It just works so well. Wow, well there you have it. Which of these custom game modes would you like to play? Should any of them be an official part of Fortnite? Let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to TheGamer for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.